Fedora 44 just came out, and there's one thing that caught my attention. They basically made it easier to run Windows apps and games on Linux automatically. No manual setup, no tweaking. You install Steam or Wine and it just works better out of the box. And I've been using Windows my whole life, so I figured let's actually see if I can survive on this. I gave myself 6 challenges, the kind of stuff I do without thinking on Windows. Change the wallpaper, customize the taskbar, switch to dark mode, change the cursor, install Helium as my browser, and then install a Windows only app to see if Linux can even run it. If I fail any of them, I'm going straight back to Windows. So I downloaded the ISO and now let's boot it up. Here I have the live ISO of Fedora 44 KDE edition. Why KDE? Because KDE is apparently more familiar to Windows 11. As you can see here down below, it already has this taskbar. Now let's click here, install to hard drive to install it on the computer. So let's pick a language here. I will type in here English United States. Destination, how would you like to install? Use entire disk. Okay. Click on next once again and next. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's click here on erase data and install. And right now it's installing. Now it's successfully installed. To begin using Fedora Linux 44, reboot your system. So let's just click here on exit to live desktop. And now if I go here to this taskbar and start menu, let's just click here on restart. Welcome to Plasma Desktop. Let's click here on begin setup and language. Let's put here American English United States. And I must admit that this setup process looks pretty clean. And this cursor also looks pretty good as well. Then before we get started, I will leave dark theme disabled for now. Let's click on next. About you, let's type in here my name. And by the way, speaking of typing, this video is sponsored by ATK. They sent me the YOGO75 keyboard and genuinely it's just been on my desk ever since. I keep reaching for it over everything else I have. It's full aluminum 75% layout and it just looks different to everything else out there. Hard to put your finger on it, but it has this retro thing going on that makes it stand out on a desk. So that's the full silicon gasket mount doing its thing. You almost never get that on a low profile board. Switches are Kali Palm, hot swappable, and honestly some of the creamiest I've typed on at this size. It has tri-mode wireless connectivity, pairs to up to 5 devices, and the battery is 5000 mAh. I've barely had to charge it and it just hasn't died on me. Link is in the description if you want to check it out, by the way. And then for the password here, I will type in here 123 and 123. What should this device be called? Hostname Fedora. I think it's okay. Let's click on next. Also put here the time zone Warsaw. Let's put it here to Berlin. Let's click on next. Completed. Your device is now ready. After clicking finish, you will be able to sign into your new account. Enjoy Fedora Linux. And then it has this really cool dragon down below. So let's click on finish. And now here we are on the lock screen. Let's type in here 123. Let's click on the arrow. And here we are. Welcome to Fedora. I will just X here. And you can see that the resolution is all messed up. So let's try to fix this. Right click. Then I guess we have to go to display configuration. And here I will change the resolution to 1920 by 1080. So just like this, click on apply. Straight out of the box, I think it looks pretty familiar to Windows. We have here the system tray. This similar arrow to Windows. Then we have the calendar here. I click on this, we have this peak option, the same as Windows has it. So now if I click on this thing, we also can modify the brightness and color of the screen, which is something Windows 11 doesn't have built in. So now if I go here to the start menu, you can see that the start menu looks very familiar to Windows 11 as well. Pretty much we have some of the apps like the Discover, Firefox, I think is the default web browser. Then for the games, we have here a few of the games like the Minesweeper. Multimedia, Office is also pre-installed, LibreOffice as you can see. Then System Utilities, Games, Education. Now for some reason this mouse keeps bugging out. Let's try here to change the wallpaper. Now if I right click here, we already have here desktop and wallpaper option. Very similar to Windows actually. And then here we have images which are pre-installed. Maybe we can go with this one right here. This mountain looks pretty good. Maybe we can go even program with something else here, maybe with this summer 1 a.m. I guess this is it for the wallpaper. It was really easy to change it. And now let's also try to change the cursors. Here, I think those are the settings. So yeah, system settings. Let's click here. Then here we have the mouse and touchpad. So we have touchpad and mouse, but I don't see any options here to pretty much change the style of it. So maybe if I go here down below, we have here appearance and style. And if I click, for example, on colors and theme, here we have cursors. It's right here. So breeze, this is the one which I have applied. Now maybe we can try breeze light and click on applied. It's changed immediately. And this is what it looks like. Then here we have an option to install from file. So if I would have, for example, a zip file with the cursor files, I could install it from here. And if I click here on the three dots, if I click on get new, what does this do? So this is also here some third-party cursors, which I guess I can install right now on the computer. So I guess this is way easier than installing cursors on Windows because it has already some of them here. Maybe we can pick, for example, this one right here, Sweet Cursors by Oliver. Let's click on install. And now if I click on X, we already have here this brand new cursor. So this is way easier than on Windows. Now let's click here on Sweet Cursors. If I click on apply, it's already right now black, and it should have some other options as well. And you can see that it also changes depending here on where I put my mouse, which I think is pretty good. So yeah, way easier than on Windows. Now here I would also like to try to install my favorite browser, which is Helium browser. I would like to go here to this store to see if it's actually available here. Now Firefox is the browser which is already pre-installed here on Fedora, but what if I search here for browser? We have some other browsers here as well, like the Chromium, we have Tor browser, Otter browser, Firefox, Falcon, but I don't see Helium. Maybe if I search here for Helium, still looking. So Helium was not found in the available sources. So let's just install it here from the Firefox browser. Let's go here, search for Helium browser, internet without interruptions, download Helium, and now we have here the app image. Now if I click on it, what will happen? Maybe I will have to go here to this file explorer. So this is Dolphin, which is default file explorer on Fedora. It looks very similar to File Explorer on Windows, but still I think the UI needs some work compared to Windows. So now we have here this Helium web browser. What if I double left click on it? Would you like to launch this file? Let's click on launch. If you do not trust this program, click cancel. I can click on continue here. And then here we have this pop-up bin fmt dispatcher. To run this program, FEX needs to be installed. So I guess I can click on OK. Or maybe we can go here to Google and search how to run app image on Fedora. Maybe we can go here to Reddit. Maybe here we will see some of the suggestions. I think Gear Leveler to make app images work more reliably. So maybe we can try this app. We are on flathub.org. What if I click here on open link? The requested application cannot be found in any available software repositories. In that case, if nothing happens, maybe your system does not support Flatpak. So it's not finding here this application, but how can I install it here? Maybe if I go here and paste it inside the Google, install Gear Lever on Linux, manual install. Make sure you follow the setup guide for your Linux distribution before installing. So if I go here to Fedora, let's copy this. And then if I go here to the start menu, we have the console. But what if I search here for terminal? So I guess this is the terminal called console. And now if I paste this inside, and then here, if I click on enter, I will have to here type in my password, 123. What now? Maybe if I try one more time, paste, enter, that is it. What if I click here on copy and paste this here like this? Do we want to install it? Let's type in Y and enter. Proceed with these changes to the system installation. Y. So now the installation is complete, and here we have it. Hi, welcome to Gear Lever. I will just X this, and if I click here on plus, we can click here on Helium, and if I click on open, now it's loading, and this app might not be compatible with your system architecture. And now if I click here on launch, let's see what will happen. To run this program, if EX needs to be installed, so let's click on OK. Let's type in 123 and OK once again. Now it's loading something. Meanwhile, this is doing its thing. Let's try here to customize this taskbar and the start menu slightly. Let's go here to the system settings. And if I go here to down below, let's click here on colors and themes. So we have Breeze Dark, Breeze Twilight, Fedora Light, Fedora Dark. Now we have this one enabled, I think. Now for the colors, I think we can go with this blue one and click on apply. And application style, we have a few options here. Now this one looks like Windows, so maybe we can try this one. Now indeed it does look like Windows. Window decoration, so we can also modify this. It looks even more like Windows right now, so that's pretty cool. And then the splash screen, so I guess this is some kind of a bootloader screen. When your computer starts up, it will show this, and we have this Fedora one right here. Maybe for the cursors we can find even better one, like Windows one or something. If I search here for Windows, we have Apple, and then here it's Windows 10. Let's click on this one, install. Let's click on light one, and then if I click here and apply, now this is Windows looking cursor. So that is pretty cool and very easy to install, by the way. What if we go here to desktop effects? What does this do? Hide cursor, mouse click animation. Let's enable this. It shows here this animation, as you can see. Translucence. Make windows translucent under different conditions. Maybe we can try this. And if I click on apply, oh, it makes it like this. That's cool. Maybe if we try this one as well. Wobbly windows. If I click on apply and try to move it. Now you can see that it's wobbly and before it wasn't. What if I right click here? Show panel configuration. Oh, I guess we can actually modify it. So show panel configuration. Set position. Let's put it here to the center. Fit content maybe. And then for visibility, always visible, opacity translucent, and then floating, disabled panel and applets. Maybe we can try applets only, and then let's close it, and now it looks like this. So you can actually modify here the taskbar. Let's see if this thing is already done. Here I will have to type in Y and enter. The key was successfully imported. What if I try here to add widgets? So if I go here, we have a ton of the widgets. Maybe we can add this analog clock here. And now I think we have it here in the taskbar. And maybe if we add here the calculator even. Now we have a bunch of widgets here in the taskbar, and they do look pretty cool. As you can see here, we have the clock, we have the calculator, and then if I click on this, we have this option, and we can even go here to the display configuration if we want to, straight from the taskbar, which I think is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get here Helium to run here on Fedora. Maybe if I try it one more time, let's click here on open, downloads Helium browser. Now let's click on launch. But for some reason, it does not open. Here we can try to install Affinity Photo, which is the application which I use to edit my thumbnails. So Affinity Photo. I know that it's not available here on Linux. Download Affinity. And here I will try to download this enterprise version because it's the .exe installer instead of MSI. Maybe this one will work better. Now it's done. What if I click on it like this? For security reasons, launching executables is not allowed in this context. Okay, so let's go here to the file explorer. Here we have the file. Would you like to launch this file? Let's click here on launch. Choose an application to open Affinity x64.exe. To run Windows apps on Fedora, you can use Wine to run them directly, or use Bottles for easier environment management. For complex software, a virtual machine. Okay, so I could install here Wine and Bottles on this Fedora installation, and here I found this another option. Maybe we would be able to install Lutris here. So right now it's already installed on my computer. I installed it using this Discover app manager, and let's click here on launch. Here, if I click on plus, search the Lutris website for installers, install a Windows game from an executable. Maybe we can try this game name. I will type in here Affinity, enter the name of the game you will install, and now if I click here on install setup file, what if I click here on install Home Tech Enthusiast Games Affinity? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Select the setup file. So let's go here, downloads, and this is the one. And if I click here on installing game data, maybe this will actually work this time. Hopefully, because I tried any other option and it did not work. I guess it does not work because here it says command exited with code 63488. So yeah, I couldn't get here any Windows program to run on Fedora 44, unfortunately. Now, I must admit that Fedora 44 does feel familiar to Windows 11. It has this taskbar, which is way more customizable than on Windows 11. It also has a very familiar start menu to a Windows 11 user. Now here, the file explorer, which is Dolphin here, does look slightly outdated in my opinion. The file explorer on Windows looks better, but one thing which bothers me is that I cannot actually install any of the Windows apps. I tried to install this Affinity and I couldn't get it running, so that's something to be aware of as a Windows 11 user. And the conclusion of this video is that I will go back to Windows. I couldn't get any of Windows apps to run, and even my favorite browser, Helium, I also couldn't get it to run, unfortunately, here on Fedora 44. But if you want to try out Fedora 44, I will put a link for it in the video description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.